I am thirsty, let's get some drinks.
All right. Cold drinks are awesome.
Hey, what are you doing?
It's drunk up. I am throwing the bottle.
You throw in a garbage bin? You earth killer.
What?
There is a recycling bin.
Sorry, Tilda.
In fact, using glass containers is much more environmentally friendly than that of plastic bottles.
Really? I don't think there is glass recycling facility in Hong Kong.
Nah, poor little boy, let me show you why glass is better and how Hong Kong do the glass recycling business.
Okay, it's your show time.
A study conducted in Italy showed that in the bottled mineral water industry, glass bottle causes significantly lower carbon footprint than that of single-use plastics bottles. The local residents returned the used glass bottles for reconditioning, consolidation, and repackaging. About 98% glass bottles collected can be re-input into the production line, reducing the resources of extracting raw material and production of new glass bottles.
How much is the cut of carbon dioxide emission?
When compared to the single-use bottle system, for a local market, delivery between factory and the retail within 200 kilometers, the use of refillable bottles is by far preferable, just starting from 2 deliveries.
How about non-local market?
For a 400 kilometers distance, at least 4 uses of the refillable bottles are required to achieve better environmental performances, while for 800 kilometers or more, the refillable bottle system do not perform better even for 30 uses.
So it is not preferable for export and import beverage, right?
It is not that simple to conclude that.
What else matters?
The study boundary of the research is within a local market, which involves the process of recollecting the bottles to the beverage factory to refill the drinks and packaging workshops to repackage. If there are also similar facilities in the importing country, then, the transportation emission can be sharply cut.
So, how is Hong Kong's recycling performance today?
Not so well. The average daily quantity in tons per day of glass waste is 183 tons. While recycling at local is only 11.2 tons, which is only about 5%.
Shame on it.
Yeah, as opposed to the 80% refund rate in most European countries, Hong Kong should really do more.
So what is Hong Kong doing now on the glass business?
Actually, there are some firms running on the glass recycling business. Let me bring you to the map.
What does Hong Kong do with glass recycling? Producer Responsibility Scheme on Glass Beverage Containers. Green Community, Green Glass Green. Under the Producer Responsibility Scheme, Environmental Protection Department appointed Baguio and Glass Reborn to take responsibility for collecting the waste glass bottle in new territories, Kowloon and Hong Kong Island. Glass bottle recycling bins have been placed at the public facilities, government buildings, commercial and industrial buildings. The waste glass bottle will be collected by contractor from specific places and then transferred to recycling plant. At the plant, glass bottles go through processes of sorting, non-glass material removal, crushing and grinding. The resultant glass granules are conveyed for further recycling processing. From the commencement of respective glass management contracts up to October 2019, the major recycling outlets for the waste glass containers collected and treated as production of cement, production of eco-pavers exported abroad used as fill materials in local works projects, which is the highest recycling percentage among of outlets. The EPD creates a new community recycling network, including recycling stations, recycling stores and recycling spots. Recycling stations connect with housing estates and property management companies to conduct different recycling programmers and educational activities. Recycling stores install 8 types of recycling bins for the public from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Also, it provides nighttime self-service recycling. The EPD has set up over 100 recycling spots at regular location, where located near single block and 3 nil residential buildings. Green Glass Green mainly focus on education for the public, environmental protection through workshops, recycling, talks and visiting recycling plant. Apart from education, Green Glass Green do recycling mainly in Southern District and suggests people to support the bar and restaurant with Green Glass label.
Don't worry, Matthew, scientists have developed different solutions on recycling glass. First, scientists found out glass on DSSCs, which is a solar cells, can be circulated in a circular economy without a downcycling process. For normal recycling, the chemical in the glass, FTO-coated glass or titanium dioxide may be recovered by chemical recycling process and can be involved in common recycling. Second, scientists have also conducted new formula on recycle process, by increasing the waste glass content, for example mortar in wall of building. The new formula of mortar production even have lower CO2 emissions and lower total cost. In Portland Cement Blends case, using 15% of wasted glass show the best result, having 41.2 megapascals compressive strength at 28 days compared to normal formula. Third, scientists have also found out the use of wasted glass for new products. For example, the three-dimensional translucent scaffolds which are designed as optical sensors and phantoms of cortical bone healing. Finally, scientists have also found out mixing specific amount of sodium dioxide with glass residue will form absorbent which is effective to dye. Most dye have nitrogen double bound and carcinogen to human.
Taiwan has the second highest glass recycling rate in the world. Recycling rate of waste glass is high as 92%. 214,690 tons of waste glass containers were recycled from 2014 to 2018. Why Taiwan's glass recycling rate is so high? Let's see the recycling policy in Taiwan. Taiwan Environmental Protection Administration promoted the Resource Recycling 4-in-1 program. This is a combination of community people, recyclers, local governments and recycling funds to implement resource recovery and waste reduction, and to encourage the participation of the whole people. In 2005, Taiwan's government promoted the mandatory sorting of waste. The government stipulates that the public should divide household waste into 3 categories: resources, kitchen waste and general waste. How to deal with recycled glass containers in Taiwan. In Taiwan, they will reprocess the waste glass into containers or process into environmentally friendly building materials or glass mixtures. For example, energy-efficient bricks and refractory bricks. After the relevant recycling processors recycle the glass, they will sort and separate the glass. Then, the glass will be cleaned and crushed after removing impurities. That can be regenerated into crushed glass material. Finally, crushed glass will be sent to glass manufacturers to be remade into new glass or become building materials and art products. Data from industry show that the EU 27 plus the UK average recycling rate for glass packaging grew to a record rate of 76% in 2017. Since 1975, when the European Union first introduced the waste hierarchy, its adoption has increased significantly by many countries to establish long-term policies to guide their waste sectors. The waste hierarchy has been described as a ladder, to be climbed step by step from bottom to top. Many EU countries have been adopting the extended producer responsibility programs that are based on waste responsibilities exchange. EPR is characterized by 2 elements. One is the shifting of responsibility, physically and/or economically, fully, or partially, upstream from municipal authorities to producers. Another one is to incentivize producers to incorporate environmental considerations in their products' design. European Union institutions and agencies are increasingly raising awareness on the circular economy agenda. They are encouraging marketplace stakeholders to engage in sustainable production and consumption behaviors by reducing, reusing, restoring, refurbishing, and recycling resources in all stages of their value chain. Let's take Germany as an example. In Germany, there is a bottle return system. When you buy certain products, you pay a deposit, called Pfand, for the container. When you return the empty container, you get your money back. This encourages you to return your empty bottles. The empty bottles are recycled or reused. If a business sells Pfand containers, it must accept Pfand returns, for example, supermarkets and liquor stores. If a store is larger than 200 square meters, it must accept containers from all brands, not just the brands it sells. If you see one of these logos on the bottle, it has a Pfand. You can return it and get money back. In Berlin, you can leave your empty bottles next to a trash can. Some people collect empty bottles to earn a bit of money. This is similar with cardboard recycling in Hong Kong.
The Hong Kong government can improve Hong Kong's glass recycling rate and develop glass recycling technology by formulating relevant policies, cooperating with manufacturers and shops, and technology research and development.